Hi guys, this is Keel. Thanks for dropping in. So today we're going to be trying to get just a idea of how to scrape a page for information. I'm working on a project and I need these information for some reason you don't need to know. But yeah, I thought it would be a good video on how to do some simple scraping. So first off, we have this website. We need the headers, subheaders, and on these subheaders, we have some information that we need to get some prompts. So those are all the information. um I'm gonna just get into it and show you guys my debugging process and everything, or how I solve these type of issues. But yeah, let's get started. So first thing we're gonna do is install Puppeteer. I forgot to init the project. Init the project first, and we install Puppeteer. And while that's running, let's just make a JavaScript file. So first thing we're gonna do is get that Puppeteer in. Here we go. Make a main function, and let's call that. Let's make this asynchronous since we're gonna be working with a lot of. All right, so first step is to make a browser and get to this home page right here. We'll do that. We'll do const browser. Just simple boilerplate stuff here. How do I keep pressing that? Get our launch. We do a headless off so we can see what's happening. Let's make a page. 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 Now we're going to just send that page to that URL. Pretty simple. If there were a lot more security on this page, we would put some stuff in, but that there is that much. So we'll wait until the network will idle, just because. And as well, I'm gonna add a delay functionality. So now what we can do is, I like to just wait a little bit as well. So play 2 seconds. Right. So let's run that and then take a look at the website. So we get here, and our resolve is not my bad. There we go. That delay function is always horrible to make. So we wait 2 seconds here. All right, so first thing we got on this website is all of the blocks. So what I did was I took some time out just to figure out how to find these blocks. So just to make this video not too long. So we find these blocks, and what this is just the query selector for each of these areas. So we'll grab that first. And I also might as well show you guys these. As well as the blocks, we found the headers by just adding this. So these are the headers. And then we can find these subheaders by just adding this. And there we go. So all the subheaders and none of the headers. So first thing we'll do is grab every single block that is on that page. Let's do that. Say block elements. We'll wait. Page that. Search for all the blocks. We got it. Now we're gonna loop through all these blocks. For the blocks, and then we're gonna make a function called handle block. This is a great way to separate your code. So when something breaks, you can figure out where it breaks just by putting everything by themselves. So we'll send that block element in, and there we go. So one thing I'm gonna do here as well is skip the first one because this has no information for me. So we'll change to I to 1. There we go. So now we need to build this function, handle block. So handle block, and we know that we get the block element. I'd have to put that on the line. Get one parameter, which is block element, and we might as well send the browser down there as well, just so we have it to create pages and all of that later on. So let's make it say synchronous. And let's start. First thing we can do is try to get the header, and then we can see if this is working properly so far. So we can say header text equal, we're gonna go into this block element. We're just gonna select that one thing that we said we would add on just to get the header. So we just add this on, and then let's do an eval so that when we get this element, we can call it L, and we're gonna run a function on it by just taking the text content out. And that should be good. First thing though, when we're here and we're grabbing these block elements, they might not be on the page just yet, even though we're waiting 2 seconds. So let's just tell the browser to also wait for these. Wait for them, and then grab them, and then we're gonna loop through each of them and print the header. See if that works. There we go. All right, so we waited through them. We found them. Some of them have errors. We don't care. We got the ones that we needed. So we can put this into a try and catch just so it doesn't break or code if one of them fails. So the next thing we can do now is we need to get, we have the header. We need all the subheaders. So we know how to get that subheader ready from what I showed you here. Let's pull that up again. Here we go. Here they are. So I'll have to run this again. But here they are, all of the subheaders. So what we can do is go into one of them and then go fetch that A tag because that has the link on it. That's all we need, all the links. So that we'll just say sub header links equal, gonna wait, block elements again because we're in here. We do a eval, but now we're going for the block. And then with these elements, what we can do is these in here. Why not? We do elements dot map. We're gonna map through all the elements, call it L, and then we're gonna do just L dot, I think it's get attribute. We'll see. We'll return all of these. We'll return all the links if it's attribute. I'm not sure if it's get property or get attribute. Either. Okay, so these are good. Not great, but they're good because what we can see is that, let me console log the header as well. It got the right amount of them. So that means whatever we were on doesn't have an href, but it's because I forgot to put the A tag, because remember, we're going for the A, we're on this, but this doesn't have an href. We're going for the A tag, then the href, and that should work. So let's just run that, see the data that we get. And there we go. So cool. This is as far as I came as preparing for this, but I did not go into these links. So let's actually do that now. So we can create something else. We don't want to be writing that much code in here for handle block, because when an error pops up, we don't know where it is. So what we can do is loop through these links and actually create another function, just so we can separate everything properly. So we're going to loop through the links. We'll start at 0, and we'll try cache and then handle sub block. Oh, or maybe sub element. Yeah, all that. And we're gonna put, you can send the browser as well, and we're gonna send the link itself. So subheader link links at I. Here we go. So we're gonna loop through the links, send the links in a function called subheader handle sub element, and now we'll get these, both of them, back and the browser, and there we go. So what do we want to do with that link that we just got? We want to create a new page and go over there. So there we go. We're going to get to that page. What do we want to do? At the end, we need to close. So why not put the try catch? So no matter what happens, we want that page to close. It doesn't matter if something crashes or whatever. That page was created, it's going to be closed before this function ends. I like to do that just to avoid some of that. So what happens when we get to this page? First thing we need is the title. We could have grabbed the title from the other page, but why not grab it here as an example? So we can see that this page is, this title is in, what can we use here? They're pretty, I won't say difficult to find, but yeah, we're gonna just work off this. So we'll grab the data block ID. Maybe not everything has one, and we'll also look at this. So we grab this, a div, another div, and then a div with a block ID and a spell check. So that might work. Let's try that. I'm just looking like the hierarchy. Where does it exist? Let's grab all so that we can see if there's more than one. There's a div, another div, another div. I just like to go div, div, div so we have room to mess around. And then this has a spell check. There we go. We found a single one. So maybe we don't even need these. There we go. So there's a div with a data block, and then a spell check. That leads to the name. So let's grab that. So text will await reach down. That eval. Put that in. Now content. As it's subheader text. Now we need to find page too small. We need to find. I need both of these for the project, but for this video I'll just grab the top ones. These are fill in the blank ones and these are open-ended. I'll do the fill in the blank ones. Let's see. We need to find where these are related. As in, it looks like they're here. Nope. Here. Okay. So these are all of them. Okay. They're all in the same set of thing. So, okay. We have a main here. This might be the one of its kind. Main. And then the block IDs. Main, div, and block IDs. So let's do that. So main, div, then div with data block IDs. There's 22, so it looks like it might be it. I mistakenly click one of these. Here we go. So we can see that this one, we don't want that. We only want these. So maybe Notion block code should be on it. And we should have the ones that we want. 3. There we go. Only the 3 that we need at the top. Yeah, cool. There we go. Now let's actually just grab these elements. So we'll wait page that. Grab all of these. You know what? Let's actually evaluate them at the same time. We know what we want from them. We just want the text. And now we're gonna grab elements because we get all of them. Then we're gonna do a loop through these. So elements.map. Then L dot F content will return all. So log text, and then let us print that. Let's see if we have all the information that we need. We grab there, we grab all the links, and we start going to each tab. There we go. But we aren't staying on the pages because there might be an error that I'm not printing. Look at that. Sorry about this. I forgot that it's moving so fast. We have to wait. Okay. So, oh, the URL that we're going to. Okay. As you can see, the URL is only the end part of the URL. So we want to make sure that we add that, pick that website name at the front before we go to the section of the URL. So we can just add that to the front, and we concat this, the end of it. Yeah, it already comes with this slash, so we'll do that. And that should work. Here we go. We get there, it should print the name of that, and now text content is not defined. Where is that? It should be right here. 64 right here. All of that text content. My apologies. We should be good now. I think somebody spotted that and probably was like, change it. Let's see what we get. There we go. So we get the subheader name, and then we get these 3 prompts that, well, it depends how much is there. And there we go. All the data we need. And then at the end, maybe I actually want to have all of this in an object. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put all subheaders, all prompts. Paste here, fill in text. Put this outside so I can send it back when I'm finished. Say fill in text is going to be equal to this. At the end, what we want to do is to return all the prompts and the name of the subheader that we found. So let's put this up here as well. We send these back, and then in the block, after we get those back, we can say subdata that we can concat it on a block data. So let's see, block data equal that. We can say after we get the name of it, we say block data dot title will be equal to the header text. Block data dot title is that. We get the block data. We can say okay, all the block data that of data gonna be maybe an array, and then we just concat to that sub data. Just keep pushing to it. Then at the end, block data, this function. So here we go. Going through here, we grab the 3 things that we need. We do the other one. We do the other one. Okay, here it didn't find anything. So the wait for, remember we told it to wait. This will wait until we're here. when it's grabbing the subdata, the fill-in text, there is no fill-in text. So it will wait 30 seconds because there is none. So for these, you can put, let's say, timeout 5 seconds. As in, if you don't find anything in 5 seconds, you can leave. So as you can see, it's right here. Waiting, the wait failed, 30 seconds exceeded. That's okay. So we will change that to 5 seconds and we run it again. So if it doesn't have any fill in, just leave after 5 seconds and keep going. As you can see here, you wait 5 seconds and leave. There you go. Oh, 5 seconds. So this is a lot of things you need to think about when you're trying to get data. As in, data might not be there. Because right here it thinks it's an error, but it's not really an error. It's just nothing there to grab. All right, so there we go. And now we can see we have the system that we just built. We have a block that has a title, general business tool. So let's go there. There's a block, general business tool. It has these subheaders. Let's actually close this. We don't need to run this again. It has competitor research prompt here. It has creating a business plan. It has writing a proposal, and we grab the subheader and then we grab an array of all the stuff inside of it. So pretty good. For something like you just need to keep running it, keep it running. You can do a batch system, make 5 pages load up at each time and do like a batch of 5, or you can just leave it like this, make it slow. It'll get the job done in a couple minutes. You know, it all depends on how you want to get that data, but this is just a simple idea of how you can get that system up and running, how you deal with, you know, unwanted issues. So, you know, thank you guys for dropping in. Appreciate it. Let me know if you have any comments. You know, maybe you need to learn how to query select. That was one of my biggest issues back in the day, how to find stuff properly and deal with that. So if you have any problems or any suggestion, let me know. Comments below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.